Hello, my love! Good morning to you. I hope that this finds you well. I hope that you are enjoying yourself in your life and that things are going according to plan, and if they're not, that you are adapting as best you can. I am thinking about you as always. I hope today that you smile at yourself. Maybe in the mirror, maybe amused just at a thought as you walk down the street. I love you. I was thinking also about fasting and what it taught me or what I learned from it. And there are many things, but one that comes to mind very, very much so is the idea of control and patience. When you fast, especially when you do a prolonged fast, you really have to have a large amount of discipline and an extreme amount of patience. And this occurs not only during the fast itself, but perhaps more importantly when you break the fast at the end. Because it is at that point at the end when you know you are allowed to eat and are going to eat and no longer have to maintain the strictness of the fast, that one might want to gorge themselves on whatever food is available, which is ill-advised. And when you fast and then you break the fast, you learn, obviously from your mistakes, or at least I did by eating too much in the beginning and feeling quite awful for it. But you learn to control yourself and to control the pace of the food that you eat when the fast is done. And that tempered approach, number one, is not easy, and two, teaches you a lot on moving slowly and not diving in and listening to your body and being aware of control and what you need versus what you want, and what you want versus what is good for you, which is the same thing as saying what you need. But it was quite a teaching thing for me, the fasting and learning to control myself, both through the fast and more importantly at the end of the fast. It's sort of, there's a corollary to getting your paycheck. I believe studies have shown that a lot of times when people are paid, they end up spending a lot of the money right away. And so if you get paid in a 2-week period, people will get their paycheck and spend all of the money right away. And then at the end of the 2-week period, they're strapped for cash again until the next check comes. And there's a corollary to that in terms of needing to take it slow and spread it out over a period of time. When you end the fast, you must spread the food out over a period of time or you will be sick. Just as when you get paid, you need to spread that over the period of time for which the money is supposed to cover. But food for thought, no pun intended, and something to mull over. But I just always found it interesting and just so educational, or I learned so much from the fast. So take it or leave it as you will. You know my thoughts on fasting ad nauseum, having grown up with me doing it constantly. So I will leave it at that. I will wish you well. I hope you go forth with goodness. I hope that goodness comes to you. And I hope you get a chance to listen to the music of Basia Bulat. And her voice is so, it has this bellowing aspect to it. It is so strong and powerful. And when it crescendos in her music, I found it very moving. So I will leave it at that. Adieu.